What the fuck? Refresh your page. It should give you the option to do it again. Yeah, Twitch has been weird lately. Okay, citric acid. I like citric acid. I don't think it should go in a sausage. I guess.
Let me just state for the record that Ziads is the only one who sells
there we
go. All you other spice makers are
Marsvin010 has resubbed for 8 months with message 8 months stamp time flies. Just like the number 7. 777
oh, there it is.
septillion 777 quintillion 777 quadrillion 777 trillion 777 billion 777 million 777,777 kekwa. Marsvin010 back at it with another reason.
By the way, at my primary school, right?
Time really does fly when you're having fun, just like the number 7. Thanks for the support. Keep those 7s coming.
Thank you for 8 months, Marsman.
Skull
and
issue.
Skull
Just
issue.
speak English. Forehead.
He
Meow.
still thinks you have an accent. Okay, when I was in primary school, there was like a challenge that people would do occasionally, like all the the like stupid like boys, like the kids would just like someone would just somehow smuggle out of their parents' house a bag of citric acid, and they would dare each other to snort it.
Give it a little taste. Ooh, it burns.
They would dare each other to snort the citric acid.
It's too much. I mean, it's basically
I'm
what
not
they
joking.
call Sour Patch Kids in. Yeah, don't eat it straight up. That was a mistake.
It was interesting.
This product has
I don't know why they did that.
significant nutritional value and gives you cancer in the state of California. So,
Oh,
you know,
I'm
don't
surprised
eat
those
it
kids
there.
didn't end up in
Alright,
hospital
so we
doing
know
that
from
kind
the
of shit.
menthol sausage that it's a bad idea to grind this up first. So we're gonna mix it
Oh,
with
it's
the
a
pork
smiley
first.
face.
Citric acid, babe. Remember that guy?
It looks like salt. It looks like it's
A
salt.
little bit more on there. This is the first time
He didn't edit the video. Oh, it's
sausage
okay.
has turned white. God, if this is what it does to
Oh.
the pork, imagine what it's gonna do to my butthole. Mrs. Sausage, make sure the life insurance is up to date.
I'll get an extra one.
She'll get
I'll get an extra one.
The longer this goes on,
I don't
the
think.
longer
Are you allowed to have more than one?
The reason why we need to
I feel like you can only claim one, right?
And some salt and just like a sneeze of pepper. The mixture looks a little dry, so I think we'll add just a touch of water to it so that it goes through the tubes properly. Just a hint. Hey, is that chemist watching this one? Maybe I should ask if I should make these things before I get started on them. 'Cause you're
Hava's being cute.
everywhere to me. And when I close my eyes, it's sausage
Let's
I
go
see.
see.
You know, I have a feeling I'm gonna have to start a GoFundMe.
I think where
for
that
my
song's
colon.
from. Oh god.
I'm sorry, baby. You're just so hot. Was that joke a little premature? In
3, 2, 1. Let's sausage. Oh.
That liquid, it didn't combine with the sausage. It's just making really gross sausage.
Ugh.
God, what's going on with this sausage?
There's so much
You know
air.
what's going on? I think that the citric acid might be chemically cooking the pork.
Ignore that. I think you might be
Special
right.
Thanks to today's Mark Boxalo box
I
artist.
bumped.
This guy! He's got the
Wasn't
eye
the loudest
paint and
burp, though?
everything. Tell you one thing though, this movie really messed me up as a child. This Will It Blow is brought to you by Helix Sleep.
I don't think I've seen Clockwork
Sleep
Orange,
converts
actually.
into one entity. But you know Helix.
You have to make that a movie night. Oh. Oh. Oh, that had some force behind it.
Ah, my lips are burning. We got
Oh.
a direct hit. Not a lot of mayhem, but a direct hit.
I mean, citric acid is acid, right? So it probably burns a little bit. 3. Ooh! He changed his mind!
Here we go. You know, I'm starting to think adding that water
So
was
much
a
water.
huge mistake. All
Yeah.
right, things are starting to get a little steamy around here.
It's been quite some
You've
time.
gotta be kidding
I'll
me.
try to watch it at some point. That's doing alright, actually.
There we go.
Oh, is it gonna
There
burst?
we go.
Oh.
Of course.
Oh, it's completely out of it.
Oh, truly awful.
Skinless
It's
sausage.
a crumbly mess. I mean, of course it's disqualified.
Yeah, it's
but,
disqualified.
You know, we gotta at least take a bite.
Do you think the citric
Here we
acid
go.
broke down the sausage skin?
Oh my god! You know when you
Oh.
vomited everything out of your stomach and then there's nothing left to vomit except bile? That's what this tastes like. You can't eat it. You can't eat it. I'm glad it's disqualified because quite frankly, it's up there with one of the worst sausages. I blame everyone except me. So I'm gonna have to give this sausage here
Disqualified?
disqualified.
Yeah. A tentacle one. I like octopus. Octopus is yummy. It's what in lemon spit concentrate, so you can use it to remove rust.
You fall apart on me.
Oh boy.
Oh, it totally fell apart.
SpaghettiOs. Wait. This is normal though. You're telling me you guys in America don't have a sandwich press? And you put like baked beans and like baked beans or spaghetti, like tin spaghetti in it, and then you close it up.
Haven't you always wanted to eat SpaghettiOs with your hands?
Oh, they're not using bread. Oh, that's the problem. Wait, why are there balls in it?
Extra tomato sauce. It's gonna do something weird in there anyway. I can feel it.
Yeah, this is NSE, not sausage. Something.
I hear the sizzling. Let's do this.
I mean, you can do this by putting a little bit in some bread. It's quite good. Why are you saying ew?
Just a minuscule amount of spillage.
This is like having it on toast, but you can hold it in your hand. Oh.
Oh my god, it worked! Who's the idiot now, Mrs. Sausage? It would look good if it didn't look so awful. Okay,
I mean, it's fine. It's a weird way to eat them, but...
It's alright. It mostly tastes like flavorless noodles. So in hindsight, getting rid of the sauce in the beginning was the wrong move to make. The meatballs are really the saving grace of this sandwich. I don't know, my first impression, I kind of didn't like it, but now I'm starting to warm up to it. So I'm gonna have to give
And it's just a way of warming them up.
3 out of 5.
Bum, 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 bop, bop. Aww, Kabe, you're so cute. I didn't want... You guys can't see Kabe very much. I feel bad. He's being so cute. Let me move down my office lady a little. Let me make... There you go. We'll bring it down. You can see more of Kabe because he's falling asleep upside down like that. It's so cute. Okay.
Well, alright everyone, we're gonna take the world's worst looking New York strip steak and we're gonna boil it in the
Okay, it does look a little sad.
chili.
What?
Oh, it's as gold as the sands of Port of
I still never had chili
By the way,
before.
this is the first time where the thing we're boiling it in costs more than the steak. This was $7 a can.
$7? AUD? I mean, USD? That's insane. That's a whole meal for me.
Fit perfectly. We're gonna let the pure flavor of the Skyline season this steak. Here we go! Oh, it got all over the fridge.
Yeah, I used to do more splash it.
Oh my god. Who can tell if it's really done at this point? We're gonna go ahead and assume that it is. Alright, that's a big honker right there. And what Skyline chili steak would be complete without just a mountain of shredded cheddar? Don't let your dreams just be dreams, people.
I want to try American chili.
We got ourselves,
I went to Chili's in America, by the way, at the airport, and they didn't have chili.
Here we go.
They only had burgers. What the fuck was that about?
I don't know if it's the cheese or
What kind of bullshit? Do they have a place called Chili's and you can't buy chili? I thought I would be able to try it there. I went to the airport, they said they do not have chili.
They should start selling this in their restaurants. So I'm gonna have to give the Skyline chili steak a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, I'd probably be fine. Could use a sear though. But yeah, I agree. It needs a sear.
Well, hey there, folks,
And welcome back. I guess. Well, duh. It's a place called Chili's. They don't have chili? I think the regular restaurants do, though, but not that one. Not the airport one. Stupid.
Well, I suppose there's no surprises there.
What's butter powder?
The question is, how does it taste? You probably shouldn't eat a tablespoonful at a time. That's
I didn't even know butter
it's
could come
actually very
powdered.
good. It tastes like instant mashed potatoes. But hopefully our sausage will take on a more buttery tone.
Very.
Of course, real fans know that this is the second butter sausage that we're attempting.
Kabe fell
The
asleep.
first one was made entirely of butter.
Guys, look.
Okay, now
He's
this
asleep with his
doesn't
eyes a
really
little bit
say anything
open.
about recommended dosage, so we're gonna mess this up as we normally do. Who are we kidding? Just a jeez. I'm just trying to. I swear to you, I'm
Pom
not
is
trying
so
to put
cute.
this much in. But why not if we're doing this after all?
I feel like this might need a little water.
Popcorn lung.
Oh!
My lungs are thoroughly coated in this butter. Anyway, salt,
Oh,
black
that's not
pepper.
good.
I'm now really starting to believe that was just way too much butter powder. There's more butter powder than there is pork.
Is butter powder what's in popcorn? Microwave popcorn?
You gotta go full speed. Oh god, there's more butter powder on the bottom. Oh, you're supposed to add water first.
I was gonna say it needs water.
We don't want to
Oh, good morning, Starry. The jumbo one's so comfy. I'm trying to keep mine like I don't want my cats like being up all in it.
That's the powdered butter water.
I keep mine up high,
3, 2,
bean.
1.
Let's sauce it. I think you got a little bit too much water. I only need a little bit. Oh, that's thick.
Perhaps I was a bit frivolous with the amount of butter powder in this sausage.
That's
just that easy.
That's a thick boy.
You know, I can
Nice
see
cinnamon,
that there's
cinnamon.
just way too much butter powder in here. Did somebody say butter powder? Oh, come on now, Doritos Dinosaur.
It's not Doritos.
When there's a will, there's a way. I just don't think people like you enough, Doritos Dinosaur. Oh, it's okay. I think it was just too much in too short of amount of time.
Hello,
Too close to the sun, baby. With special thanks to today's
Here's my
little
boxes.
This guy trying to save your black ink from obliteration. See, you can all learn something from this guy. He has respect for
This reminds me of this one video.
Brought to you by Manscaped. The people that know most.
Do you guys remember the video where that one guy drove to every fucking rainforest cafe? And he stopped to fix one of the cars, and they were playing this movie, Saving Private Ryan, on loop at the fucking repair place.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Most of that one on his face,
I associate this film with that exclusively now.
so I'm gonna have to give that will it blow to
Mark Ruffalo's.
Now look, would Mark Ruffalo have won the Academy Award if he appeared on this channel? No, probably not. But it wouldn't have hurt. Anyway, here we go!
Let's go! I mean, maybe this one will actually be kind of good.
You could set your watch to that sear.
It's gonna be buttery.
Welcome back to another episode.
If he didn't use as much, I feel like it would be good.
Alright, it's
just like a little bit less.
Let's open it up and see how we did.
Well, like, that's a solid looking sausage.
It looks alright. It looks a little on the pink side. Yeah, I don't think that one's fully cooked, but when has that ever stopped us? And I thought they smelled
Nothing wrong with some raw pork, am I right?
Outside.
Definitely not high risk of anything in America or anything.
Despite being on the underside, this is a fantastic sausage. As it turns out, that wasn't too much.
It's fucking raw.
It's rich in butter flavor, which is something that I know most people want. It's decadent. This is legitimate. I think that you should be adding butter powder to your sausages.
Yeah, in a little bit.
Flavor, and it's delicious. Salt, pepper, butter powder. That should be the new order of things. So I'm gonna
and garlic.
This sausage here.
Garlic powder too.
5 out of 5.
Oh, what is the eye on this one?
Bop, bop, bop.
Bop, bop. I like the hair. What's the pompadour?
I must be strong to carry on, 'cause I know I don't belong in sausage heaven.
Sausage heaven. Can you cook a shrimp with a 6-volt battery? This sounds dangerous. But also I think yes?
Can you cook a shrimp with a battery? I wish that they would sell already shrimp-approved batteries at the grocery
This is,
Yeah, we may accidentally burn the house down, but these are the risks you have to take for science.
This seems... Don't do that! What?
Right off. Jam this
I feel like...
butt, this one, and we do the exact same thing. There it goes. So far, there's a whole lot of nothing happening. I guess I'll come back in 5 minutes and see what's happening. I think it's slowly starting to cook in this direction. Well, it's been going for about 15 minutes, and so far, all we got is some green coloring. The temperature is slowly rising. We'll keep an eye on it for another 15. Alright, well, it's been 30 minutes.
That's disgusting. Please don't eat that.
Let's see what we can do to help this shrimp out. This actually glued itself in.
Oh!
It turned it blue. I would not call
Why
that
are you blue?
at the moment. Try to combine forces here. We're not gonna do that. The terminals are heating up pretty big. We melted the
I was gonna say, yeah, that's gonna happen.
No longer good. We learned a lot.
Please don't play with batteries.
I think we're gonna have to upgrade to a motorcycle battery.
Please don't play with batteries. I feel like there's a better way to do that.
We've made a Slim Jim
Slim Jim burger. What are Slim Jims again? Oh, they're like the jerky, right? Like the really cheap, oily beef jerky. I think I've tried one of these when I was in America. Yeah, I didn't like them. They were super oily. It was just like worst jerky. Worst jerky.
There it is.
Not good.
Now the only question that we have to answer is, will it hold into a patty?
Well, if you add some stuff.
What if we bind it with an egg?
Oh.
What?
Double yolk! Ooh, lucky.
That was a good idea. Here we go. It hasn't been cooking too long, but I smell burning. Oh my god!
Oh.
I think it's lacking in fat. There we go. Both sides equally burned, but it's nothing that we can't cover up with a little bit of ketchup and mustard.
I think you gotta drain some of the fat off. I mean, nasty.
Burger, this isn't. Let's see if a slice of American.
I don't think cheese is gonna save that.
All right, attempt number
The high tech grill, actually.
Yeah, that really didn't help that much. The problem is
I want burger now.
these Slim
I
Jims,
can't have burger today, though.
It's too dry, it's too crumbly, and it loses that authentic Slim Jim taste when you heat it up. As it stands
Burger,
now,
burger, burger,
it's
burger,
just
burger,
slightly
burger.
wetter than
Burger, burger,
sawdust.
burger,
So
burger.
I'm gonna have
What
to
if there's a
give this
Fuwa
burger
outfit?
a 1 out of 5.
Think about that. What about a Fuwa outfit where I'm like a diner and I have a burger? Not like a diner restaurant. I'm like a lady, like a diner outfit. And then I have like a burger in my mouth because I ate the burger. I didn't give it to. I'm really bad at my job.
Hey there, folks, and
Look at that,
back,
I guess.
You know, when you first order these things, it's hard to imagine what 42
Is that
ounces
close to
looks
a
like in
burger?
real life. This is a big honker.
I mean, this is gonna be a little fatty,
Oh
but
my
this sounds
God, there
good.
it is. Looks like cream cheese.
Fuwa as a restaurant.
And the
Imagine
taste,
me as a diner, the
beefy.
building.
It tastes like if you licked a blanket. Does somebody want to
A
explain
Wendy's
what
outfit.
this is? What is that? You know, it looks like mayonnaise, cream
It's
cheese,
just like fat.
spoiled milk, you name it. You know, I got nothing left
Isn't
to
tallow
say
just
about
fat?
this, except for maybe.
Oh, it's not lotion, dude. That's gonna be all under his
I'm gonna walk around the
nails.
street and make some friends
World's
with some
smallest
wild
restaurant. What the
Give
fuck?
it the old, way too much beef fat for the grinder. There we go. Very
What?
nice.
You don't need to
We're
grind
gonna
it.
pork up this beef.
You don't have to grind it. It's a liquid. Well, it's at
I
least a
think I could use
semi-liquid.
A little bit more. There we go. Now it's looking like something. Wow. Okay.
Wow,
It looks
wow.
like strawberry ice cream.
Ooh,
in
yummy.
dual core. Give it a dash of butter powder. No, this is just turning into one.
Why would you add
gelatinous
more
blob,
fat?
which is Mrs.
Why would you
Sausage's
add butter
pet name
powder?
for me. Hands down, this is the best sausage I can ever remember. Wow.
Aww. I'm glad some people are nice to me
3,
here.
2, 1. Let's
Sausage!
look at that white gold. Oh no!
Oh!
No! The sausage casing kid has thoroughly been defeated by this.
That
one.
was like half Half of it didn't fit.
Thanks to today's Mark Boxalo box
Ruffle Bros.
Did you even think of my
The
printer when you
toys.
used all this red ink? Don't even get me started about
Oh,
the
no.
Matrix guy and the entirely black background. But anyway, will it blow? Disappointing. Some there
Yeah, not the
and,
best.
not much
No
anywhere
impact.
else.
Good
So
splatter
I'm gonna
though.
have to give that will it blow 1 Mark Ruffalo.
One? He's given worse ones more
Here
than
we
that.
go!
Whoa, that's curled up steadily.
I've washed my hands like 8 times since I covered
That
them
looks
in
so
beef tallow,
greasy.
and they still smell like they've been inside of Grimace. That's a lot of beef tallow. All right, let's
a little
get it out of
oily.
there. Well, it looks troubling on the outside, but let's
Too
open
much
it up and
grease.
see how we did. It's a juicy boy. Okay.
Probably tastes alright though.
It tastes extraordinarily beefy. It doesn't taste like hamburger. It just tastes like I guess artificially beefy. I know it's not artificial. I know it's pure beef fat, but it tastes. There's just
I put a
so
lot
much
of beef fat in there.
flavor
I always forget Americans don't make their
It
sausage
kinda
out of
grosses me
beef.
out a
That's
little
our
bit.
standard
Maybe
here.
it's because I tried a fingerful of it when it was still
Most
in
of our
its solid
sausages are made of
form,
beef
but,
here.
That's really all I'm tasting. Is
So this, it really just tastes like our ones, maybe. I don't know.
beef fat. Not a fan. So I'm gonna have to give
Who knows?
this sausage here a 2 out of 5.
That low, he rated cat food that.
Bop, 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 bop.
It's a bit quiet. Hold on, let me turn up this.
And you stood at the door with your hands on my waist.
I forgot I made myself louder recently.
You meant it.
Okay, 2 more to go. Yeah, most other countries do pork, but we don't really like pork that much in Australia. A lot of people in Australia do not eat pork, so it's pretty common for most stuff to be made out of beef here. And there's a lot of Australia produces a substantial amount of beef, so we have a lot of waste from our beef. Whereas pork is actually not very cheap in Australia. It's kind of like almost the opposite.
It's like a meat Wellington. It's just like a beef Wellington, except all the ingredients are made out of meat. Ground chicken, ground turkey, ground pork, and ground beef. We'll start things off with
That's not a Wellington then, is it?
Chicken. And each
Oh,
layer's
dear
gonna get
God.
a nice dusting of salt and pepper. And then
This is like land.
ground beef. Quickly running out
Land,
of room here.
land.
And then the pork.
Oh God.
This is like 5 pounds of meat. It's so heavy.
What? What?
Well,
It doesn't make it a meatball.
It is not.
Get some pork on your
it's not
fork.
what's on the outside that counts. It's what's on the inside. There it is. We got a medium rare going on in the center of all that.
Most common meats in Australia is like beef, chicken, and lamb.
It's like a
Pork
like a
is
tiered
not
cake.
actually
Looks like the
that
ground
commonly
beef didn't
eaten.
cook all the way. It's gonna be good enough for us, though.
Like, people have it at Christmas, maybe.
That we know is cooked.
But it's
Here
like
we
some are
go!
cheap.
It tastes like an assortment of ground meat that's been flavored
That
with
doesn't
salt
look
and pepper.
cooked.
It's not that good. So I'm gonna have
It looks
to give
fucking
this
raw.
monstrosity a
The
1
worst
out of
turducken.
5.
Oh God.
Bop, bop, bop,
Bop, bop. Yeah, that doesn't look. Oh no, no! He's doing it again. Leave the shrimps alone.
Fans, I guess. As you may or may
The
not
fuck is a
remember,
hot
I
dogger?
tried to cook a shrimp with a 6-volt battery, and that didn't end too well. We melted the terminal. Many recommendations in the comments section told me to up the voltage, but Mrs. Sausage said she didn't want to raise these kids alone. So instead of doing that,
They have
I bought
kids?
the hot dogger on eBay. This puppy from 1966 produces 120 volts, way more than this 6-volt battery. So we're gonna test
Shy
it out,
lily
see if it
watchers,
still
look away.
works, and if it does,
He's murdering
we're gonna
shrimps
cook
today.
ourselves some shrimp. And like always, we're gonna be using
Oh.
Vienna beef hot dogs. Stick it on one end.
No, that's
stick it on
not
the
how it
other,
cooks it.
repeat the process
What is
for the
this
rest of these.
design?
Now, theoretically, it should cook these in just 60 seconds. Things are starting to
What
heat up.
on
Whoa,
earth
things
is
are getting
this?
foggy in there.
Abomination.
A common problem with the hot dogger is that it ends up
What the fuck
splitting
is
the
this?
hot dog and it breaks the circuit. Oh, that's a burst. And that's another burst. And that's right on the 60-second mark. Let's open it up, see how we did. Oh my god! They are hot. They feel like they've been microwaved
What
for an
is this
hour.
contraption?
This one doesn't look too bad. Never mind.
This is
And
terrifying.
There's a lot of deformation in this hot dog.
They don't even.
How
It doesn't even make good hot dogs.
Delicious. Of course, we're gonna solve the
I ate
problem
moose
by
hot dog in
using a
America.
shrimp.
Actually, no, it was
Have a
deer.
nice
Sorry,
prawn.
deer sausage
Fulfill
in
our needs
America.
as a shrimp today. There. Oh, it's a little too short. We'll see if that works. We'll try one with the head just entirely on, see if that works. I'm so sorry. This is what your body's being used
No, thanks for
for.
following.
And lastly, we'll do
this
one
is
that's
a sin.
deshelled. All right, here
This
we
should
go.
be a sin.
You know when it fogs up so much you can't see anything, that's how you know it's working. I do see a color change happening. All right, it's been a minute. Good Lord, look what we got here.
Oh, I don't think the
they
ones.
shrunk up
Yeah.
and they
Those ones
detached
probably
from the
didn't
nose.
finish.
So it mostly got cooked before it got shriveled up. I think this
Yeah,
end
shrimps
will
do.
serve just fine.
Shrimps
Delicious.
shrink.
This guy with the shell still on, he looks
What
like
in
he's
the name of
mostly
mad
cooked.
scientist?
Also good. Oh, well, all right, there we go. It looks beautifully
Yeah,
cooked.
that one looks
It's a
alright.
bit overdone. Can't
You
say
shouldn't
I'm
do
too big
this,
a
but-
fan of the hot dog and shrimp water. So if you're gonna electrocute your shrimp, I suggest you do it completely deshelled. And if you have other suggestions of things that should be cooked in the hot dogger, let me know in the comments.
This
so to
con-
answer the
this
question,
thing
can
scares
you cook
me.
a shrimp with 120 volts? Yes.
Not a lot of things scare me, but this thing scares me. Okay. Oh, my